Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel, Owlets Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a general collective for the sign of Capricorn. I have most of your cards already drawn. We were interrupted by a phone call, so I didn't want to redraw the cards. So we're going to start with the, what's the name of this deck? The Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. And the card that I drew for you is Intuition, the cat spirit. This is about learning to listen to your intuition. Perhaps for some of you, you need to learn to be a bit more playful, to not be as ferocious about something, perhaps. I don't know, I just keep getting like this playful vibe. But it's definitely about listening to your intuition and not learning to listen to it. You already know how to listen to it, I feel. You just need to take a step back. We'll get more into that as we get into your reading. For your current energy, you've got the Seven of Coins. And this is, planting those seeds. Your positive efforts bringing rewards, but in due time. These things can't be rushed. So there's a great emphasis here on patience. The second card, which is kind of energy that you're going to be moving into throughout the month, we've got Justice in reverse. And when I drew this card, I got a very no good deed goes unpunished kind of vibe. And perhaps for some of you, a decision might be made by you that lacks objectivity. And for advice, you got strength. So this is how will you handle the situation? How will you handle this particular situation? You need to trust in yourself and you need to be brave. Because for some of you, your strength is going to really surprise you this month. The card at the top of the deck, crowning the read, is the King of Wands. And this is really about your courage and your strength, giving others courage and strength. There's a mentor vibe, energy that I'm getting with this card. Which goes along with you adapting your own strengths. And it also ties into this card, because this card is represented by the goddess Bast, who was an ancient deity written about in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And I believe that Bast was at first a goddess that represented a lioness, but adapted her nature into that of the cat. So I feel like there's a message in there for somebody. Your strength surprising you, but strength can come, strength can mean a lot of different things. Strength can mean restraint. Also keep in mind that this justice in reverse, these aren't fixed energies. This is just Spirit reminding you that you need to take that step back and look at things from a more objective POV. And really not only adapt that strength so that you can inspire others to do the same, but you're going to be led by your intuition. This card to me also talks about messages being delivered via the subconscious. When meditating in dreams, underscoring energy, we've got the Six of Cups, nostalgia, thinking back on the good old days. But this card can also mean security, which takes us back to you planting those seeds, you needing to be patient, and you needing to trust in the process. You allowing things the time, affording things the time to grow, putting in the work and the energy. But remaining objective, because like I said, I got a very strong no good deed goes unpunished. So you just want to watch for any energies in your life from others that just feel unbalanced or that throw off your energy in some way. But yeah, your strength is going to surprise you. I think there's going to be a lot of self-awareness, self-awakening this month. And then I pulled out a card for the Seven of Coins to kind of clarify. And I'll pull out one for justice and strength. This is where, the phone call came through and shit went haywire. I mean, quite frankly, my hair tells the tale of the kind of day I've been having. Any information that you need to know about the channel, by the way, is in the box below, including links to the Sunnyside astrology. And if you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up, because that helps YouTube push them to other people, and I greatly appreciate it. But anyways, this card was drawn from Tarot of the New Vision, and it's a very interesting deck because what it does is it takes the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck and it flips at 180 degrees, so that we're seeing the back of every card. And the Four of Wands, this is about celebration, success. But in this card, over here, I don't know how well you can see it. There's a person that's running toward these people as if to try to stop what's going on, or as if to try to frantically deliver a message about the situation. And that just kind of takes us over to this justice being in reverse, and this just nagging feeling that I get that there's a lack of objectivity in a decision that you'll be contemplating this month. You'll be making this month. You're contemplating maybe currently, or will be soon. We've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out for the Justice in reverse. No good deed going unpunished. And if you can see the back of the chair, you see the character depicted there, giving. Be careful not to spread yourself too thin this month. Especially because I do feel like some of you have the chance to set a really good example for somebody in regards to how you handle a situation. There's a very strong mentor vibe here. And then we've got the Knight of Pens coming out for strength. So the strength is what's required to make sure that you're not rushing anything, that you're being patient, that you're trusting in the process, that you're going about things seeing everything clearly because you're taking your time in making the decisions that need to be made. This is a very methodical, meticulous, slow-moving night. But that's because there's a lot of thought being put into this decision. So to me, this card is showing that this energy can very easily be flipped. Things can very easily be balanced out for you this month, as long as you're making decisions based in logic, as long as you're coming from a place of inner strength, knowing how to handle the challenges this month may bring to some of you, and really being guided by your intuition. And like I said, trusting in the process, trusting in the security, the sense of stability and security that underscores this reading. the balancing of those scales. Somebody could be experiencing some legal issues this month. Especially with the Queen of Pence beneath it. Some fines being brought to the forefront. The time for certain things is due. Making sure that your side of the road is kept clean, karmically speaking. Going over things with a fine-toothed comb, if needed, to see where the imbalance is. Trusting in the process. With strength, with intuition, yeah. And then the empowering question card that I pulled for you. How can I see things for what they are instead of what I want them to be? So this really ties into that unbalanced decision that some of you may be on, some of you may be at risk in terms of finalizing something or making a concrete decision on something before realizing that you made that decision without any form of objectivity. I just keep hearing. Then at the bottom of this deck, we've got the Eight of Cups, Eight of Chalices. So this is moving on to the next thing. Being guided by your intuition. Choosing what needs to be left behind in order to accommodate what's coming into your life, in order to move on to the next stage, in order to keep that forward momentum this month. But like I said, keep in mind this is a general collective, but I do feel like a lot of you are going to be very, very surprised by your strengths this month. And that makes me very happy. So I hope this reading resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your time and energy with me as always. Take good care of yourselves until we see each other again. Take care of those around you. And we'll talk soon again. All right. Bye, friends.